Hello. I am on my way to work on a fucking Monday. So, excuse me. Recently, RM, I think her name's Ruth, I don't know, some wee Irish lass. She asked the question, what's the worst car injury you've ever had and all that, and mine, it is technically a car accident, but you could categorize it as one of the stupidest things a human being could ever fucking possibly do, involving a car. So, let me break it down for you. I came up here to Oregon from California one year. Kind of a long story, I'll kind of condense it, try to at least. Came up from California to visit the family. And I was hanging out with this girl that I used to date, kinda, and then we were like friends, you know, so we were just hanging out. Anyway, I was like 17 at the time, and she was offering to like go get like food or whatever, and I was like, cool, let's do that. We were like at a park, and then she had her car there, so we run over to her car, and she gets in the car first and plays that whole like locking the door at the same time as unlocking the door kind of thing. And it wasn't me being stupid and like opening it when she was trying to unlock it. No, she was actually fucking with me like that. It was kind of funny. And then I don't know why, I don't know what came over me, but something possessed me to get onto the back of the car. It was a little Honda Accord or a Toyota Camry, the boxier ones. So I got on the top of that and right on the trunk there, and I start beating on the windscreen in the back, and I don't know why, but she must have thought that meant go. So she like, she's in this parking spot that's the two spots facing each other. She's on the outside one. She just goes straight forward and then like books it. She just goes like really fast and then hits a right and just fucking slams me off of there. And I freaking flipped off of that shit, and I landed on my left leg, I mean my left foot only. Like only that hit, like a lawn dart, just slammed it into the concrete. And it sounded like if you took a baseball bat and just cracked it into a piece of ice. Just fucking slammed it into a big, huge block of ice. That's exactly how it sounded. It was awful, man. I broke both of those bones down there, and it was just a really shitty situation. It was a stupid situation, too, because I climbed on the back of a fucking car. But it was also really dumb because she kind of, you know, drove while I was on the back of the car. Moral of the story, don't climb on the back of cars and ride on cars when they're moving, you know. Should have just slid off very quickly when she first took off. That would have been the smart thing, but I held on. I was like, no, oh shit, like a moron. So that was the worst one. That was awful. Yeah, that was a pretty shitty situation. It was probably one of the worst pains I've ever felt. Leg breaks are not fun. I don't recommend doing anything that could get you a leg break. That's definitely not recommended. I'll tell you one thing though, it does strengthen your leg up a little bit because you break it and then you reset it, and it like builds more calcium up in there and stuff, and so it just makes it a little bit stronger, I think. I don't know. Probably wrong. Probably my leg's all brittle and shit, and it's just waiting to break again. Anyway, yeah, that's the worst. It's the worst automotive injury that I've had. Technically, it was an automotive injury. What a fucking moron.